writers, welcome to session 3 of Literary Essay, Fine-Tuning Themes by Studying Author's Craft. So, the other night I was with some girlfriends and we got to laughing about how we all speak, right? So, one of my friends always ends her sentences with like a question mark. So she up talks, if you will, like all the time. And then another friend of mine, she has these urgent, short sentences. Like she really means what she's saying, really, all the time, right now. So the way my friends speak is as much a part of their qualities, right, as almost their beliefs. So in fact, the way they speak shows something central, really, about them. And when they talk, it actually, I don't know, it connects with others. And when one of my friends does that kind of up speaking, it gets them to nod along, right? So I think that's why she does it. And then my other friend, the way that she kind of is like short and choppy with those sentences, it abruptly kind of shows, I don't know, how passionate she is really about life, right? So their way of speaking is kind of like their style, but it's more than that. It's actually the way that people speak reflects really who they are. So I bet you have like a friend or a family member or somebody that really like speaks in a unique way and it says something central about them. Why don't you pause the video for one moment and think of who that could be, or even tell someone near you or text someone near you, all right? Try that. Okay, so everybody, if we have those people in our lives, right, I'm sure you came up with somebody, and it's really interesting to think about their intonation or their phrasing or maybe the rhythm of the way they talk. And it's not just what these people are saying that helps us kind of understand what they mean, but it's how they say it, right? That plays a tremendous part too. So authors are the same way. Authors speak in ways that highlight their central ideas, their themes. And as an essayist, right, you, me, all of us, we can look to their work, the author's work, and we can notice these choices, and we can think about that. So today, what I'm going to teach you is that literary essayists are analyzing a text, right? When they do that, they can pay close attention to not just the details of the plot, but also the details of the author's craft as well. There's a connection between the author's message and his or her craft. Literary essayists can use this craft analysis to inform their thinking about the text. So writers, there are more things to think about when we're writing a thematic essay. We can collect ideas about themes in the text, right? From that little chart we had. We could go back to the text and reread closely to see how the theme works in critical scenes. And today we're going to look at the fact that we could think about purposeful craft moves that the author used and think about how they reveal more about the theme. So writers, there's one more move, right, you can be asking, and that is craft. Were there certain literary devices that were advancing his or her message? So we're going to look at a critical scene, right, where Margot is being locked in the closet, but through the eyes of craft. All right, so here are some literary devices that I thought I'd highlight for you. Like maybe the author could be using comparisons, like similes or even metaphors. Maybe the author is using like alliteration, where they're repeating the first sound of words over and over. Maybe it's just repetition in general, right? Repeating lines, repeating words, phrases. Maybe there is some descriptive words, phrases, or sentences that are jumping out at you for true kind of meaning, right? Personification might be that they're making something, an inanimate object come alive, or it could even be like syntax, like sentence variety, where you have short sentences next to long sentences or vice versa. Okay, so I'm going to read a passage to you, and I want you to be on the lookout for any of these literary devices, all right, that Bradbury uses. Okay, listen closely. All right, where am I? Oh, but Margot whispered, her eyes helpless. But this is the day that the scientists predict. They say they know the sun. All a joke, said the boy, and seized her roughly. Hey, everyone, let's put her in the closet before the teacher comes. Oh, Margot said, falling back. They surged about her, caught her up, and bore her, protesting, and then pleading, and then crying, back into a tunnel, a room, a closet, where they slammed and locked the door. They stood looking at the door and saw it tremble from her beating and throwing herself against it. They heard her muffled cries. Then, smiling, they turned and went out and back down the tunnel just as the teacher arrived. Okay, take a moment, pause the video, write down any moves that you see happening right now in that small excerpt. Take a moment to write it down or to type it or even to talk to someone nearby. Okay, give that a try. Okay. So writers, you might have been noticing, much like I was, that there was a lot of descriptive words, right? Even phrases like Margot's helpless eyes, or they seized roughly, right? Or the students surged about her. Like that language is so powerful. Another one you